with caution.
What's up, my drunken fighters, and welcome back to another tech video. I'm trying to bring these out a little bit more frequently, so that they will be a little bit shorter as well, but obviously, you know, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long with all the tech that I found or that I got shared with by the Jamie Discord. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, since you know, we've got a good amount of tech for Light Kick, Arrow Kick, and Light Kick Bakai. Those are our go-to, for me at least, they are my go-to enders on drink level 0 or drink level 2 for combos if I want to keep up my pressure. However, because it's always very important to mix things up, I went to do some experimenting with medium kick, arrow kick, and medium kick Bakai as well. And for starters, let's start off with medium kick, arrow kick. So the first one that's like, it's very popular. I think it's been figured out since the beta, is just simple drive rush into overhead. As you can see, it leaves you +3 on block, and on hit, leaves you at +7. No counter hit or anything like that. So obviously you want to get crouching medium punch because it does more damage than crouching medium kick, 100 damage to be exact. So yeah, this one's fairly simple. This obviously Kenny's on back recovery as well, and medium kick leaves you fairly close to the opponent, so it has some good usages as well in terms of drive rush. Now, speaking of drive rush, there's also a similar setup that I found. If you go for medium kick, arrow kick, you can go for drive rush into crouching jab or 2 LP and go straight into 5 MP or standing medium punch, and that will leave you +3 on block. There we go, +3. You can get from this specific range, you can't get another one. You can go for crouching medium kick. It's still +3, so it's not too bad. I feel like this one's a little bit more fun to use in the corner. But besides that, the thing that it works, you know, it works mid-screen, and it's going to be a button lots of at least high skill player notice. The Jamie 5 MP is +1 regardless, so if you get +3, it's going to be a button that's going to be highly respected. So there's a lot of stuff you can do afterwards. Since we're still on the topic of medium kick, arrow kick, in the corner you can also whiff 2 crouching jabs and get a +4 5 MP as well. There we go, you get the +4 5 MP. You just whiff 2 crouching jabs. It's kind of strict, but that is something you can do. And yeah, since we're now in the corner, let's keep moving forward. Obviously, like there's a lot of things we do. Like usually I say like go for Bakai to get the save jump, go for light kick, arrow kick if you're under 2 drink levels to get the save jump. But as I said, sometimes we want to mix it up, and that's the same. We just did that with medium kick, arrow kick, but we can also do that with heavy kick, arrow kick. Just to keep our opponent guessing on what are we going to do next. So after heavy kick, arrow kick, there's a couple of things you can do. Obviously there's going to be a lot more, but these are the ones that I found to be very useful. So after heavy kick, arrow kick, you can actually whiff a 5 LP or standing light punch and dash forward to be +4. No drive rush, please. There we go, +3. You can get +4. There we go, +4. That's the one I was looking for. So that means you can actually, you are in a very similar situation as double dash after light kick, arrow kick. You're gonna be +4. So that means we have our throw set up that we're going to beat mash jab. We're still gonna win if we're +3 or +2. So regardless, just make sure that you whiff 5 LP, you dash forward, and you have the advantage to go for either 4 LP or 2 LP, excuse me, or just go for a throw. Now, what you can also do is go for a meaty 2 MP. And the way to do that is actually whiff a 2 MP after heavy kick behind, and then drive rush into 2 MP. As you can see, that one leaves you at +6. Now we all know the magic numbers for command grab, +5 to +7. So that means +6, and we are still in range to get our command grab as well. So we can still get that. Now just to show you guys, on a blocked reversal, that it still works. There we go. I beat the wake up buttons from Ken. There we go. So that's something you can do. However, this is very interesting. I think I talked a little bit about this before, is that the pushback on meaty 2MP is more than regular 2MP. The way to test this is a very interesting string that you can do. I really like this string. In a corner, after drive rush 2MP, you go for 5MP, 2MP, 5MK. Or in other words, crouching medium punch, standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, standing medium kick. Ken, please. So, you know, this is a really good string in my opinion. There's a lot of frame traps and gaps there where you can actually beat the opponent. Obviously, you know, there's always room for improvement here, but I really like to go for this string. And after that, you can actually do OD Rekka. And you can go for another 5MK or standing medium kick into medium punch Rekka. And then you're out of range. You could keep using OD Rekka to keep yourself in range. Well, after that, once you stop doing it, medium punch Rekka seems like it does a little bit more pushback, or it's weird how it works, but it's a very interesting frame trap to use. But watch what happens if you actually use the meaty setup to go for the meaty 2MP. There we go. All of a sudden, that 2MP, that crouching medium punch, whiffs completely, leaving you wide open. So, how can you utilize this from Heavy Kick Bakai? Because obviously you don't want this to happen. Well, there's a way you can do this. If you want to go for the command grab setup, you whiff a 2MP after Heavy Kick Arrow Kick, and then you're +6, and you can get command grab. So once more. That's what you can do. If you don't want the meaty situation, you actually whiff a 5MP instead of a 2MP, and you're gonna be your regular +4. And then you can do that string that I just talked about. So if you want to go for the string, so actually that means drink level 0 to drink level 2, you can just go for whiff 5MP after arrow kick. And do that. Or if you want the meaty one, you whiff a 2MP instead, and you go for DR 2MP, and you're gonna be +6. Okay. Now, same can be said for the Bakai versions. Now, actually, I rarely go into medium Bakai. That's probably my least used Bakai version. Sometimes I use it when I'm in Burnout, and I use level 3 and I want to get a nice ender that does a decent amount of damage. The medium kick Bakai works after SA3. Heavy kick Bakai, I use it only purely for damage. And, you know, obviously light kick Bakai is my favorite because, you know, you get the save jump. But medium kick Bakai, again, like I said, you want to mix it up as much as possible to keep your opponent guessing what you're going to do. I haven't messed around with medium kick Bakai that much, but the thing that I found so far is if you whiff a 5MP, you can get a meaty 5MP afterwards. There we go, and that one also leaves you +4. That being said, so if you go for another 5MP, you can actually get a trade combo regardless. So if they do get hit by going for a slower button, you will be able to link with 2MK anyways. If they do go for the 4-frame jab, you're gonna get a trade combo regardless. And then you can go for whatever you want to do. Now, similar to medium kick, arrow kick, if you do want to go for heavy kick Bakai and want to do some setups, this one is exactly the same as medium kick, arrow kick. You can actually go for a DR into overhead. And that one leaves you +3 as well. Displayed here, this setup also works mid-screen. +3. Once again, that means they are in a strike/throw situation afterwards. And then finally on Bakais, if you actually get a dive kick in the corner, there's a couple of things you can do. I'm not sure if I ever displayed this, but in the corner, if you get arrow kick in the corner, you can actually go for, let's say, 5 HP regardless. And then you can do Bakai to get the ender. But notice you are on 40 frames here. Now, if you want to get a save jump, you all know save jump requires you to have 42 frames. That's the case for light kick, arrow kick, and light kick Bakai. So 40 frames means we cannot get a save jump, but that means there's also other possibilities. So in this case, what you actually can do is with a 2KK or Tensei kick, and then you are once again in command grab range. There you go, you're +6. I think best you can do is +7. And if you don't do that, if you do it from a regular, then you're +9. So you actually cannot get it that way. As you can see, you're +9 in this situation. So that's outside of command grab range. So yeah, that's an interesting one. What you also can do is go for a drink instead, and that leaves you +10. That actually means if you're +10, you can get a meaty +4 5 MP. There we go, +4. So you can get a drink off of it, and you can still get a meaty 5 MP and get a counter hit into, or not even a counter, you can get a meaty into crouch medium punch, into crouch medium kick, whatever you want to do afterwards. So yeah, the usage of dive kick is actually really good. And that brings me to our next topic is, obviously we've got some cool SA3 follow-ups, etc. So I was actually messing around with, you can get an SA3 off of OD dive kick. So I was wondering what you could do in, you know, situations like, for example, if you have CA. So 5,510, which is, in my opinion, not too bad to get that off. Sure, it's your entire drive gauge bar, but it's pretty cool to get that after an OD dive kick. Now, since we're on the topic of SA3, you guys all know the Momochi combo. We've talked about this before. It's not easy to get, as you all know. But there is an easier way to do this, and it's actually really useful after SA3. There we go. So it actually has a really good amount of corner carry. It doesn't go corner to corner, but it is fairly close. So, and it's much easier to do as well. So you just go for driver's tensei kick, jumping heavy kick, a little bit delayed, and you go really fast for 5 HP. As you can see there, only the last hit of 5 HP hits in my specific sequence. Let's show it off again. So this timing is actually way easier to do. And like I said, the corner carry is actually really fantastic. There's probably some different things you can do with OD dive kick, but I really like this one because 5 HP into sweep just gives so much corner carry, and the damage is actually not too bad as well. For just a simple, I was on 2 drink level, simple light kick Bakai into SA3, 5 HP into sweep, we almost got 5k damage, and we got some nice amount of corner carry. So in my opinion, learn this one. This one is way easier to do than the Momochi combo, but it pays off enormously. Last one for the SA3, we've got a new way to get max damage of SA3. And this one's very interesting to do because it's actually a very cool one to watch as well, because it is heavy kick, arrow kick into SA3. $6,935. So this one's really insane. Normally I would go for the target combo into headbutt, into medium punch palm to get more damage, but since we start at 88% damage scaling still, crazily enough, 2 HP into 2 HP DR into heavy kick Bakai does more damage. So this is close to 7k. Now this is obviously very specific, and it only works on characters that move upwards when you have a blocked, ODDP. Easiest characters in that regard is going to be Ken, Luke, and Ryu, for example. There's probably a lot more, but very specific to hit the crouching heavy punch. Alright, let's go for target combo headbutt right now. As you can see, it does slightly less damage than 2 HP into Bakai. But how cool is this? Let's be honest. Heavy kick, arrow kick into level 3. So, big shout out to Mediox, creator of the Jamie Discord as well, for finding this out. Super cool. And yeah, I can't wait to see someone, or including myself, do this in a real match. Okay, finally, the last one to start off with is actually from a save jump to get an instant overhead. Now, the way this works is very interesting. Is that the hit stun of our jumping Fierce is actually really an interesting one. I'm not sure if I overshowed this, but this is very specific situations. There are some situations where I've actually used this, but even this much health on Ken is not enough. I have to say probably like not even that. Let's find out. Yeah, so this is 330. Probably like he needs like maybe like 2% would probably be something like that. To kill. Let's just put him on 1 just to be sure. But what you can do after a save jump is you actually go for your jumping Fierce, and then you go straight into jumping light punch, forward jumping light punch, because unfortunately back jumping light punch it works in this situation, but it doesn't work like this. I don't know if there's any other button that allows this. There's not, and we need the hit stun on this move. So how this works is there's too much hit stun for Ken to actually crouch when we do this. So if we can actually show this, if we put him on crouch, so you see that he has to stand in order to block this. But you can see that we can actually hit him before he can actually crouch again. And that means is that if they would crouch after this situation, then that would mean they're going to get hit. So if you do this after save jump, so if you would do this after a save jump, you can see that this is actually, it's a true string as well. Whereas here, it has, as you can see, there's a 1 frame gap. But from the save jump, it's actually a true string, and they are forced to block that high. Meaning if they decide, if they want to crouch after the first hit, which is usually what a lot of people do after the save jump, because they know like there's either going to be a throw or, you know, a low or empty jump low, something like that, then that's a really good way to kill. Now, like I said, it's a very, very specific situation because of the amount of health, and the problem is if they get hit and they don't die from it, then you're minus 28. That's not something you wanna have to deal with. But regardless, I think it's pretty cool. I have managed to kill some people with it that don't see it coming. Yeah, still use it when the time is right. Okay, and that was it for the tech video. Not a big video as usual tech videos, but like I said, I want to bring these out more frequently the moment I can find or create my own tech and share with you guys as soon as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, as usual, to stay cautious, like and subscribe, please, if you find the video helpful, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.